For Fletcher and Braden, this is a team, Marquette, that's been as much a part of your careers as some Big Ten teams have been. Just what ways has preparing for them and playing for them helped you guys develop, make you guys better these past 4 years?
Go ahead.
Yeah, they're definitely a really hard playing team. Shock Smart does a great job getting them ready to go, guarding really well. Obviously, those first couple of years, those teams were really elite with Kolick and Cam Jones, but you got to be prepared for their pressure and how they're going to heat you up, but great program.
I mean, yeah, just as kind of like what you just said. You kind of know what you're going to get going into the game every time you play them because they're going to play hard and they do it the right way. And I think once we get into those games, we understand that they're pressure. And I think that's just really the biggest takeaway that we get to learn, and then obviously playing a different style of basketball with a team that can guard.
Oscar, you go 9 for 9 from the field today. Just how much more comfortable do you feel now compared to the start of the season in the system?
Yeah, well, obviously, I knew it was going to take a little bit of time to be comfortable, especially with, like, the arena and the fans. And, you know, that's a little different than anything that I've played in before. But, you know, I was certain that it was going to come over time, and it's still going to continue to get better.
Fletch, just it seemed like you were hyper aware of finding Oscar at the rim in transition. Just how kind of aware were you of the possibility that he'd have a smaller guy on him right in prime position?
Yeah, smaller guy or not, they played one-on-one in the post, and with that, I'm confident in Oscar and Trey and Daniel to go score on them. So if I see their numbers and I see them with a target, I'm going to try to feed them.
Oscar, can you kind of describe how you become a great rebounder outside of just being 6'11"? Because I think there's a lot more that goes into it than just being tall, and you kind of exposed them today, having a little bit of a size advantage, but this is becoming pretty routine for you this year.
I like to think it's just playing harder and wanting it more and doing my job kind of as much as I can, as best as I can.
Braden, do you feel other teams kind of get worn down by Oscar, Trey, bringing in Daniel, just the physicality you guys have down low?
Yeah, I just feel like they don't have a whole lot of answers because I think we have a very talented guard group, and then if they're guarding us the way that they do, and then they can't stop everything. So I think for us to give them the ball and how talented they are down low, like it makes, one, our job so much easier, but two, makes their job so much harder because they can't do everything. They can't stop us out on ball screens, can't stop the post because then they're going to have to double at some point or else they're going to score every single time. So.
Braden, what's fueled kind of the defensive energy and attention to detail since halftime of the Minnesota game? You guys have been really good.
Yeah, I think it's taken me 4 years to realize to start playing harder on defense. But no, I just felt like definitely the Minnesota game. I felt like we were. I've said it before, just coming out a little, I don't even know, just not how we should. And I think as one of the guys on the team that people look towards, you got to figure out a way to get the energy going and get guys picked up. So what I was trying to do was just guard the ball, and I'm obviously capable of doing that. And it's just me being consistent with that and doing that every single game. So that's just what I'm trying to do because, one, it helps our team out, and two, it's a lot more fun when we're getting steals and pushing in transition.
Braden, I know there's a lot of milestones, a lot of stats that come up. What does it mean to you to be one of two guys with 1,500 points, 850 assists, 550 rebounds?
You're not going to like it, but nothing. Like, to be honest, like people, I was on a couple calls with some buddies and some friends, and they were just saying, like, and then Lance, I like to give him a hard time of how he's 40 years old and all this stuff, and he's like, yeah, dude, like, that's some crazy stuff, like, crazy accomplishment, and I'm just like, dude, like, we have bigger goals that we want to achieve, and I think that's like the reason that we came back was because those are the goals, not these small these steps that we're achieving as a group and individually. But for me, like my main thing is to win it all, and I think if that happens, then all these smaller things will add up and probably mean something when I'm older and done playing basketball.
Fletcher, about a third of the way through the season, you're a senior. What are you kind of taking from this season and as it kind of progresses?
Yeah, just not taking it for granted. Obviously, playing at Mackey Arena is really special. We got a great fan base. Like the other day, I was telling the guys our energy was kind of low at shoot-around and practice. And I'm just saying, like, we got a great opportunity here. We get to play on a top team in the country for one of the best coaches in college basketball and in front of some of the best fans in college basketball. So if you're not excited about that, man, I don't know what gets you going. So I think just take advantage of everything and really embracing these moments with these guys.
Fletcher, what impact are you feeling, if any, right now, psychologically on games with the way you guys are offensive rebounding and just kind of the relentlessness of that and what it means for the other team?
Yeah, I think about it defensively, and if a team continuously gets offensive rebounds, it just demoralizes you. You can play really good defense for the whole shot clock, and then they get a new fresh 20 seconds. So if we can do that to other teams, it's especially throughout a long season, it's demoralizing. We're going to keep bashing them.
Fletch, just how does the new NBA continuation rule change the way you attack the basket?
Well, if they call a foul, it depends on that. But, I mean, no, if you are driving it in, you're getting fouled, you might as well toss it up there. So, it's all right.
Braden, obviously this team has really 2 goals: win a Big Ten title, win a national title. How important was it to get Oscar to hopefully accomplish those goals?
Yeah, I mean, I think when he came in and stepped on campus, he understood it pretty quick what our goals were. And I think that's probably why he chose to come play here. I mean, I'm not putting words into your mouth, but I'd like to assume that's probably why he chose to come here, is because he understands, one, our culture is so special, and obviously the group that we have is so special. So I think he kind of picked it up pretty early, and I mean, he's showing you and playing really hard and doing the things that we need. And because we didn't have that last year, and having somebody that's able to do that and play like he does and dominate the game like that, then it makes us pretty special.
Fletch, you mentioned the fan base. Terrible weather outside, the fans still packed the house. What did it mean to all of you to perform and win the way that you did in front of them today?
Yeah, it's about all you can ask for. Obviously, the student section's really great, but, I mean, they fill that thing up every night. So when we can come out and play with energy and they can feed off that and we feed off them as well, it's a special atmosphere and cool thing to experience.
Thank you.